Hello, everybody. I recently did a video about the benefits of investing very early in life, and I received a few questions from youngsters asking me the question, where do I invest? Frankly, I cannot give you very specific advice, but I can explain to you a few principles which I think should guide you in your decision making. So there are a couple of questions you need to ask. Should you look at short term versus long term? Should you have a very short term horizon, or is it something that you should look over long term? The other question is, where do you invest your money? Do you invest in bonds, securities, or should you invest your money in the stock market? Or maybe not the stock market, maybe you would want to invest in property, or maybe not the property, or it could be some postal savings. The other thing that you need to keep in mind is, what do you really want from your investment strategy? Do you want to create long-term growth, or do you want to create or generate cash? So these are the kind of things that you should look at: short-term versus long-term, the type of investment, bonds, equity, property, and also looking at what kind, and choosing the right investment medium to address your requirements from growth or cash flow. Now, here is my advice to you if you're a young person. This may not hold true for somebody who's nearing retirement, but this is, in this case, I'm referring to somebody who's young. Focus on the long term. Have a 10 to 20 year horizon. The money that you invest today is something that you can forget about for at least 10 years. Focus on growth. You're young, you have different options and ways and means to generate income. So think of your investment as something that will not give you any cash, but will continue to grow. So focus on growth. Having said that, of course, also try and maintain a safety net in terms of liquidity. It should be something that you can encash or redeem as quickly as possible. That's something that you should think about. For a young person, my advice is focus on equity. Focus on investments in the stock markets. It is very easy to invest in equity or actually mutual funds. Very easy to redeem. You can do everything within seconds or minutes from an application or on a website. And it's also a very passive strategy in the sense it does not require active involvement all the time. You could set up a systematic investment plan. You don't need to visit the government office to fill up some registration documents. It's a very simple process and takes very little of your time. Right, what we've said so far is focus on equity, focus on growth. Well, within that area, my recommendation is to focus on index funds. Index funds are funds that invest on your behalf or invest your money in the index, like the Sensex or the Nifty 50. They invest the money in the same ratio as the weightage of an individual stock in that index. Now, why do I recommend using index funds in the early stage of life? First thing is, trying to choose a specific stock is very complex. Value investing itself is very complex. Trying to figure out and find stocks that are currently undervalued or have a high potential for growth, it's very difficult to identify, and I would not recommend you try that at this stage. Maybe something that you can try later in your life. Moreover, active funds or funds that are actively managed by fund managers, in my opinion, have high costs, and in the longer term, the net returns kind of get in line with the index returns on index funds. So just to illustrate what could have happened if you had invested in mutual funds and specifically index funds, I've shown an illustration here of the HDFC index fund, which is just one index fund. You could choose from some of the many other funds available. So if you had invested 10,000 when the fund was started in 2013, you or your investment would have achieved a 12.73% return, as you can see in the red circle on the right. 5 years ago, that means on 24th of December 2015, your return today, annualized return over 5 years, would be 13.76. So, in the longer term, an index fund will give you fair and reasonable returns. Timing the market is also a very complex process. I would recommend, do not try to time the market. Do not wait for the most opportune time to invest, and hence I recommend going through the SIP. So in this slide, what you see is the returns of the previous periods using the SIP route. So for example, an SIP stands for systematic investment plan, where you can set up a plan with the mutual fund company, where every month a certain fixed amount gets deducted from your bank account and gets invested on your behalf. So if you look at the last line at the bottom, if you had started a monthly SIP on the 24th of December 2015, your investment would have grown at an annualized return of 15.57%. That, I believe, is a fairly reasonable return, and probably close to many other actively managed funds that you can think of. And hence, my recommendation as a youngster, focus on equity, put a majority of your money in equity, have a long-term view of the investments that you're making, use index funds instead of active funds, and most importantly, don't try to time the market. Start a SIP with any fund house. Let your money get invested in that fund house over a period of time. I believe you will end up in a fairly reasonable situation. So, in summary, few points from my side. Look at the long term. Invest higher share of your investment in stocks. Route your investment into stocks via index funds. Use an SIP approach for monthly investments. And most important, stay calm. Along the way, you will find the index goes up. Sometimes it can crash. Sometimes it could have short-term ups and downs. Do not react to these situations. Stay calm and stay the course, and you have a very, very high probability of having or getting or achieving reasonable growth over a period of 10 to 20 years. I do hope this is advice that you will use, and I'd like to know your feedback and comments on this. Thank you.